Again, we're back at it. NFT Shorts. You know what it is. Look, this is the home of cryptos and NFTs. Come on now. Thank you so much for checking this one out. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to dive a bit into CryptoBlades, but we're going to talk about the partnerships that have been developing. So we're going a little deeper. There's more information here than just the CryptoBlades content, but I promise you it's going to be worth it. And as well, I definitely appreciate you coming to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, make sure the notification bells are on. We're going to definitely get into some of the marketplace updates that happened within CryptoBlades. So essentially, it's just making it so much easier and better to experience this CryptoBlades game, to swap items, to trade, to sell, to list items, whether it be weapons or characters. We're going to dive all the way in, but we're also going to add in a couple of extra tips here, a couple of extra points on some of the partnerships that are brewing with CryptoBlades and the future listings, and essentially the exposure that this game's going to have to a wider audience is good for you, the skill coin holder. So let's get into it. So as you see, CryptoBlades has in fact reached the top transferred NFT projects on Binance Smart Chain. Just look at this, very top. Look at the numbers. I mean, they're number one by a long shot. I don't want to exaggerate. Again, like I said, the community of CryptoBlades is very strong, and we're going at it. We're literally going at it every day, talking and sharing. And it's like, again, I've said this so many times, join the community if anything, right? But you can clearly see the top 3 or 4 people, if you put those projects together, they would equal the amount of NFTs being transferred here. Anyway, let's dive into the game just a little bit, just to see what recent updates we have. We've got the rewards and the skill, and you can of course defer accepting those rewards. You can receive your rewards a little bit later, so you can let them build up instead of doing multiple transactions every single battle. Look what happened to the blacksmith. Now it's beautiful. You can adjust by the statistics, so how many stars. As well, you can adjust by element. So you could look for a 3-star earth blade, or you could look for a 5-star any blade, or a 5-star fire blade, your choice. As we get to the market, you'll see some of the other cool advancements. Okay, so definitely things in the testnet have come through to the mainnet. So of course you can browse NFTs, you can list NFTs, you can browse your own NFTs, of course, like I mentioned. You can browse the entire market for NFTs by star rating or trait. You could browse the entire market for NFTs by character trait or level. You could browse the entire NFT market by star rating or trait. Search for specific NFTs by ID. You could search for specific NFTs by listing wallet. Again, we share our wallets in the community. And you can view all your own listed NFTs. Check by level, let's say level 21 to 30, level 11 to 20. And of course, the element, you could look for, let's say, level 21 to 30 characters in the lightning variety, for example, right? So we can narrow it down even further. Again, when we're looking for blades, a very similar situation, we can check by star rating, of course, and then by element. So it's great. You could search for any, or you could just narrow it down to get exactly what you're looking for. The marketplace is so much better. And these are actual weapons that are live right now. So this is not testnet. I showed previously some testnet footage. This right here, what you're seeing is the actual marketplace. So these prices are literally currently listed. Click purchase, pretty simple. Of course, it's going to ask you to authorize it. It's going to open up your wallets. You're going to click accept the transaction if you're accepting it, and pay your transaction, of course, in BNB, but you also have to pay the skill plus the tax that I mentioned previously. But look at this, of course. Search character ID, search weapon ID, search weapon by seller, character by seller, search my weapons, search my characters. Everything you really need is in this marketplace right here. And you could clearly see, based on the prices of some of these listings, when skill reaches a couple of dollars, $10, $15, again, back to where it was before. I mean, some of these NFTs could be worth hundreds of dollars already. And the game has really just only begun. Again, now as well, when you go into combat, the same situation. You choose your character, of course, from the plaza, but then you can choose your weapon by star or by element. So you can completely narrow it down. You don't have to scroll through your 50 or 20, 10 weapons, however many you have, to figure out what weapon you want to use. You could simply say, okay, I've got my lightning character. I'm going to try to use a lightning weapon only. So you narrow it down by your element. So if you want, you can just leave the star rating as any, but then you could put your element to lightning, for example. It just makes the whole experience of playing so much nicer. Some of the fees have changed and they will change. I also want to mention that Upbit is going to be connecting with, you guessed it, CryptoBlades. So they're going to be listed on Upbit. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with Upbit, it is a Korean marketplace, and the goal of this listing is to utilize their marketing arm to spread the word about the skill token, liquidity incentives, additional pairings. Now, you'll be able to buy skill with BTC, of course, Bitcoin, ETH, Ethereum, USDT, and KRW, right? So it looks like an exciting pairing for CryptoBlades, right? So I think this is going to help to encourage mass adoption. As you see already, like I said, the transactions for NFTs is so high already. CryptoBlades is up there. And it's only because of two things. I've got to say the development team's transparency, as well as the community's commitment to getting what is good. As of this recording, right now, on DappRadar in the gaming category, CryptoBlades is number 2 in use on the Binance Smart Chain and 13th in the world overall. As you see, it is still brand new right here, newly listed. So what we have is 997 CryptoBlades weapons listed and 137 CryptoBlades characters listed, plus over 3,000 total transactions. As we speak, these numbers could be changing. They could be hopefully double by the time you hear this. So essentially, what CryptoBlades is becoming is the highest return on investment crypto game on the market. And as well, as I mentioned in my previous CryptoBlades update, CryptoBlades has now been officially accepted into the ApeSwap BUIDL program. I definitely dove into that, so I would recommend you check out that video after, just so you get a bit of a stronger understanding of what this whole BUIDL program means to ApeSwap, to CryptoBlades, but also to the gaming community, and also just other smaller cryptos as well. And of course, the listing of LP pools for ApeSwap and CryptoBlades will definitely come sooner than later, and I'll definitely update you on that as soon as that happens. So we definitely have some updates for you that are time-sensitive updates, so I want to let you know this right now. Based on this post on the official CryptoBlades Twitter, you can earn roughly $700 a month. Essentially, with roughly $150 USD invested, you can earn approximately $697 a month just by playing CryptoBlades. This is definitely very interesting. I mean, people are making a passive income off of CryptoBlades. I'm telling you, I've been telling you, play to earn is the future. As a matter of fact, it's the present because we're practicing it right now. There's also a CryptoBlades giveaway, Extravaganza. So what you'll win is a 5-star sword, which is roughly $200 in value, and a 4-star sword, which is $50 in value. And then you'll also get 10 skill, which is roughly $20 in value. This is as of today. You can clearly see the 7 ways to enter. Each of these will earn you points. And as you see, the terms and conditions are right here. All right, so let's take a look at Upbit, the actual website. Just to quickly look, is a global leading digital asset exchange. That's one of the greatest things right here that works so well with CryptoBlades. Let's take a look at the exchange. Of course, you see right here, much like any exchange you may be familiar with, we've got various pairings and of course chart action to show you what's happening with prices. There are many ways you could just kind of navigate this website. So it's really good to see that CryptoBlades is going to be connecting with another exchange. Having this listing here with Upbit just essentially exposes them to a wider audience, right? There's one thing that's interesting and good about Upbit is, of course, they've got the open API. So you can, of course, develop creative applications and programs using the Upbit open API. So I'm just excited to see this whole collaboration go down. I'm very excited to see that this is happening for CryptoBlades. The stronger the skill coin gets, as you see many different languages on this website: Singapore, Indonesia, South Korea, Thailand. So various countries, but also various languages that correspond, of course. Now you can see that this app is actually available for Android, so you can go ahead and download it as well if you wish. And the app is also, of course, available for the iOS system. Again, further exposing skill to more investors, more players, more gamers. Another cool thing I want to note is, even though this is not necessarily brand new news, the partnership with Altura. I definitely did a video on Altura earlier. Altura NFT, the moment I saw this and I read the main page, I was like, no, this is a must, right? That was through the Oxbow Tech Incubator Launchpad situation. And I definitely recommended people check it out and do your own research, because Altura, to me, would blow the minds off of gamers, for those who didn't even know that they wanted some of this technology. So it's good to see that CryptoBlades and Altura have connected. And of course, the holders of the skill coin have increased. So as you see, we spoke about this earlier as well. They're currently number 1, the Binance most valuable builder competition. So that's partially, of course, the community. Naturally, of course, that's partially the game's development and just the commitment from both sides. Another great aspect here, the integration with Chainlink. We definitely have spoken about this as well. Then, of course, you see that announcement right there. CryptoBlades gave NFT Shorts a nice little shout out. CryptoBlades skill first play. Oh, And I almost forgot, there are a couple of cool UI updates that have come right now. They're just on the test net, but I definitely want to show you some of these things. Okay, so what you'll notice is there's an advanced UI on and off button. So just click the gear icon to the top right to get to the settings menu. You can see 3D graphics on or off, reward bar on or off, and advanced UI on or off. Now the UI part, that is cool. You'll notice that there's now an experience bar underneath each of your characters, so you could see how much more experience you need to get to the next level. Also the rewards bar, as I've mentioned in previous update videos, you'll notice that you can now defer the collection of your skills. So you can win games, earn skill, but you don't have to take it in every single transaction. You can let it build up, all right, as well with experience. That just helps the game so much more. Less transactions, more playtime. After your battles, you can then collect your skill and collect your experience. It's really cool. So you can see that on the characters in the plaza as well. Now, if you go to the blacksmith, the 3D graphics are essentially for the NFTs, whether it be the characters or the blades. The characters and the blades are in fact three-dimensional, whereas if they're off, they're essentially placeholders for the 3D graphics. As well with the rewards, you could turn this off, so that bar is no longer going to be there. I want to say thank you to everybody who supported this channel right here, NFT Shorts, of course. You know what to do. Tell a friend, of course, like the video, comment. I really do like comments. As you see, I've been reacting and responding to a lot more comments lately. Just the community's been asking for it. Of course, the Telegram is available, so do join that because we are talking there, we are building, and we're sharing some tips, and you know, everybody wants to win, so why not win together? All right, all the best until next time. Take it easy.